Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is Spiguyver Backpacking, and we are out on the trail today. We are here at Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge down in Lawton, Oklahoma. Gonna be going out for about 3 days, just going out, having a good time, doing some exploring. Cool part about this place is, as you can see behind me, it is not like most of the terrain in Oklahoma. You've got all these rocky, mountainous outcrops, and gives you the chance to really get off trail and not worry about really damaging the ecosystem. You can get out and just kind of pick your own path. So we're gonna go up Elk Mountain this afternoon, get up to the top, and then we're gonna go off trail and just kind of explore. And then we're gonna head kind of out towards Crab Eyes, and we've got a spot that we're gonna set up the hammocks. Not a lot of spots out here that you can really set up hammocks, especially in the area that you're allowed to camp. But last time I was out here, I found a spot that's where we're headed. Come along with us. It's gonna be a good few days. Let's go. I know it's a little bit windy, but I hope you guys can hear me. We're at the top of Elk Mountain. And so this is looking back off kind of towards Lawton and Forks Hill. We're gonna head this way. I'll turn you around and show you the direction we're gonna be heading. All right, so we're gonna head up through here, kind of go up, play on these boulders over here, and then head off in that general direction and kind of route find just off trail. There's Rain Man coming up over. We're gonna head that way. What's funny is this rock behind me, this big one, didn't look all that big when we were up on the peak. The peak is back that way. We've just been kind of coming through stuff, but right now we've gotten to a point where you know, we're right along here, but this drops down and it's definitely too steep. If that crack right there ran all the way up, we might be able to do it, but for right now it looks to me like we're gonna have to go back down there, kind of around those trees and up to get back up to that rock, and then we'll continue down. But definitely an amazing area. All right, so we have made it to the end of the top of Elk Mountain, and you know, we've been off trail kind of picking our way through. We've found 2 or 3 spots where we had to double back and go back, but now we're here, so we're at the end, and I think that this little gully here, we're gonna try and go down this and see if we can pick our way down. There are definitely spots where it's gonna get a little bit hairy. We stowed our poles. You know, if we were to go in that direction, it is just pretty much a sheer drop. I know that my friend Steve does all kinds of stuff over through there. Not me. We're going this way. We're gonna try it, pick our way, and see what we can find. All right, so we're gonna try and go through this crack right here. Over here. Oh, it gets tight. Yeah, it gets really tight right here at the end. Well, I could probably go down, but we'll see if my ass will fit through here. Oh! I made it through there. All right, so up behind us, that's what we've come down so far. We've only got really just a little bit more to go down. You can actually see there's a little creek down there, and there's the trail that runs right through there. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go up here, up this little valley, and then up. If you look way out in the distance out there, you can see a rock that's kind of perched up on top. I don't know if you can or not on here, but over on the other side of that is where we're gonna be camping. You know, we're just out here exploring. It's totally, what is it again?
It's choose your own adventure hiking.
That's what it is.
But at least now I was able to make it more controlled.
Oh, not in those. No, I'm falling. Don't fall into those. Not too many spots we get to do this. All right, so we made it over the mountains that we were coming over, and we made it to the trail that we actually wanted to be on. And this is going to lead us down to where we're going to camp. Crab Eyes is just a little ways ahead, and you know, it's been beautiful. It's been nice getting off trail and not just following the herd, but doing our own thing, finding our own way. It's always, I think it's always more rewarding. So we're entering the spot called the Clam Shell, and this one's a kind of cool one. May have to take this lens off so that you guys can actually see, but we'll get down in here. Check it out. Oh yeah. Ah, there you go. So yeah, we came in through here, and you got this spot right here. This is the Clam Shell. So we're pretty much at the spot where we're gonna camp. Not necessarily in here, but just outside there's a wooded area. But there's a lot of dead trees. There's a whole lot of dead trees around, so we gotta be careful. You know, I just told the story about Rain Man hanging from a tree that fell over that had glowing roots. So we gotta be careful we don't pick one of those. I can tell this one's a little old, huh?
Probably.
Cool spot. You got this little dripping waterfall here, and it goes up into this. Look up down here. Comes up in to here. So this is the water source we've got. Not much. It's not running, but it's what we got. All right, so we got camp over here. I'm set up right over here behind that rock. So I've got this rock right there, a rock on the other side, and I've got my chameleon set up there. And then Rain Man has a new hammock he's rocking.
Yes, I do.
What you got?
I got a Dream Hammock Sparrow with pretty much everything you can put on one. Got it custom made. It's currently got the top cover, the winter top cover on it, and I did, you know, all the colored stuff. I had to do the zipper, colored top stitching, colored zipper pulls, colored hood caps. It's 1.2 MTN XL wide.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. I gotta tell you, man, that is about the straightest stitching you can possibly imagine. It's all about workmanship, and they got it. All right, so for this trip, we're trying the new one, new to us anyway. This is the Peak Refuel, and so Devin from Backcountry Exposure has recommended this several times, and so we're gonna give this a shot. This is the chicken coconut curry. Smell is absolutely delicious. You gotta come over here and smell this real quick. But it's got big old chunks. I mean, big chunks of chicken in there, carrots, this big old chunk of curry and seasoning and stuff. I smell that. That smells delicious.
I wasn't hungry.
But this is 2 servings or 1 backpacker serving. 850 calories. I'm looking forward to trying it. All right, so we're gonna give this a try. It looks pretty good. It's thick. I mean, it asked for 10.5 ounces of water. I estimate I was probably around 11. Not super. I mean, mine's not super thick, but
No.
we get a few bites in and I'll let you know.
You get that one bite that's got the flavor in it. And
Whoa.
that's really good.
I don't know what I just ate, but man, that was.
You'll be seeing this on more videos of us.
That is really good.
Really good.
And there's enough here that we're gonna eat this, be full, go to bed, and not be like, man, I'm starving in a half hour. Which is the problem with some of the meals that we eat, is that they're not as big as we would like them to be. So today was a really good day. We got here, got up to the top of Elk Mountain, did a little bit of exploring, walking around up there, found our way down. Just spent a lot of time off trail. I'd say like 95% of the day was off trail. Tomorrow's gonna be more of the same. Tomorrow's actually gonna be almost all off trail, just kind of exploring, seeing what's out there. There's a peak that direction that I think we may want to go play around, see what we can do on that. Or in that direction, there's definitely some other areas that I've never been in, and I know that there are tons of caves and other cool features out here that you know, we won't find unless we go look, right? So who knows what we actually end up doing tomorrow. Just know that we're going to be out having fun, exploring, having an adventure, climbing over rocks, climbing up stuff. We did explore up that direction just a little ways, and we found a spot where people do a bunch of rock climbing. There were, I think we saw 4 or 5 different routes that people have set up. Good morning. I'm sure as you can hear out there, it is windy. Wind kicked up about 1:30, and all night long it has been absolutely kicking. I ended up about 3:30. I ended up having to throw the headphones in, turn on a sound machine, just to kind of drown it out because there was no way I was getting any sleep. This kicks up. There are gusts. Overnight, there were gusts that I'm sure were 40 to 50 miles an hour. Made for really, really loud. I'm under a DCF tarp, a Dyneema tarp. Super loud. You can hear it flapping around, but when a gust comes up, it's just, holy crap. Yeah, so that's what we had last night to deal with. I did not think I was going to need my 0-degree quilts last night. It was supposed to only get down to like 45 or something like that. I think it's colder than that right now, and I did end up having to get up twice and adjust my quilt, especially the underquilt, adjust it because I had it set up for the bridge hammock, and so you know, to get it back to set up for this where there were no gaps, with this wind being what it was, there were a few times I was laying here, I was nice and warm, and then the wind came through and just robbed me completely of all that warmth. So you got to make sure that you've got your quilts set up for these windy conditions, or you have an underquilt protector or something like that. An underquilt protector in this type of wind is a pretty good piece of gear. So it was only supposed to get down to about 45 last night, but it definitely got colder than that, and we're dealing with the side effects of that, which include frozen water bladders and possibly some frozen filters. My filter was not frozen, but the sun came up, so I set it out in the sun just to make sure that it wasn't frozen, and Rayman just got up and said that now it is frozen. So I'm gonna go check it out. We checked the weather and it is showing it right now in the 20s with a wind chill of 14, and it's gonna get down to a wind chill of 4. It's not gonna get above freezing at all today, so it's gonna be a colder day. It hurts your eyes. It's beautiful, but it feels like 10,000 feet. So we left everything back there set up as a base camp, and so we're just out. We just came up over the first ridge, and it is a little bit better. It's a little bit more protected right here from the wind. I mean, not a ton, but enough you can notice it, which is nice. I think we're gonna head over this way, climb up over some rocks, see if we can get down to the next valley, see what's down there. Crisp, cool morning. So this is the direction we're kind of heading. We don't really have a plan. We're just kind of out. Maybe we'll go up through one of these valleys and see what's on the other side. It's pretty wooded down at the bottom down through here, which is kind of cool. So for lunch today, we're gonna do the outdoor pantry, smoked pulled pork and salsa with black beans. I've got some tortillas we're gonna wrap it up in, and I've got some salsa that we're gonna put on there. I also have a little bit of extra cheese we're gonna put in. got out, got a little bit of exploring done today. We were off trail for more than half of the day. All morning we were off trail. It was kind of nice. It's always fun to get out and explore and not have any set destination or set route, just kind of outgoing. Instead of it being like map and compass, it's just kind of dead reckoning and just pick a point and kind of head there. And if something gets in your way, you either find a way around it or you backtrack. There were a few spots that were a little bit tricky, and we had to go around a couple of obstacles, and you know, we got to one spot, turned around, went back the other way because we weren't going to make it the way we were going. But it was a lot of fun. It's really cool to be able to get out, and you know, a place like this where they let you just kind of go all over the place. You don't have to stay on set trails. Is really nice. The downside is today was supposed to be a high of like 54, I believe, and it's not going to get really up above freezing. And then we're expecting, I think the wind chill will be like 4 when we wake up tomorrow, and it will likely be snowing as we're hiking out. So 78 to 80 when we came in here on Monday. And on Wednesdays we're walking out, we'll be walking out in snow with it well below freezing. Makes sense.
Now it's showing negatives.
Oh, so I was just informed that Rayman has a signal up here on top of these rocks, and it's going to be in the negatives, so it's going to be below 0. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. We are in Oklahoma. So right now we are actually tearing down camp. I've got my tarp down. Rayman's over there. He's got almost everything tore down. We got an update on the weather, and instead of it being just snow moving in, which snow by itself could create some hazardous issues, especially driving home, but now they're calling for inches of ice. So sleet, freezing rain, the stuff that's like, you don't mess with that. You aren't driving in ice. Anyone who says they can drive in ice, well, you're an idiot and you're wrong. So we're doing the prudent thing, packing up. We're gonna hike out tonight and you know, live to see another day. We'll be back. Lots more to do, but yep. So we're gonna finish packing up and start hiking out.